Hello. So the two UDL assignments that stood out to me the most was the first one was in week three. We had to discuss about the reasons we want to teach. And as cheesy as that sounds, simple questions like that really highlight or make you question why you want to become a teacher. And so I think understanding what motivates you, what influences you, does money matter, what is your goal, what's your end goal, how long are you doing it for, what's pushing you through, and really understanding what it is, because sometimes you could get burnt out and maybe those reasons are not going to be worthy enough to push you on for multiple years. And so I really thought even simple things like that was just an eye opener, and I'm happy that we are continue to being asked those questions. And here I was able to see a couple videos and see how and really see that these teachers really love their job. They talk to their students in a manner where they, for example, Mr. Knight, he asked me a complete sentence, and he was consistent with each of his students every single time, and really you can see that he wants them to improve in all aspects of their lives. And so I know for a fact that it seems like he definitely enjoys being a teacher. For this assignment, I did an essay, and I just kind of talked about how as I enjoyed going to school every day, and I would want to continue that as a kid. Another important UDL lesson, I think, or my favorite, was week 6 when we started talking about content standards. I think that was a really productive use of our time, and I kind of wish we learned about content standards and learning objectives earlier. So when we started watching videos, we were able to productively critique the classrooms and see how the teacher recognized, okay, this is their learning objective. This is where they got this from. Did they or they not? Were they productive, successful in reaching that content standards? And so I observed number talks in 6th grade. My favorite number. My favorite video in this week was number talks in 6th grade. I think the teacher was very productive in creating different ways for her students to understand the material. She had different pictures that represented fractions, and her students were able to jump back and forth quantitatively and abstract about fractions. And so I think they did a really great job. And here I talked more about context standards, more detailed what I noticed on how productive the teachers were in their classroom. And so I really enjoyed this, especially because we were able to create our own learning standards. For example, we had the learning objective template. Here you had to understand the abbreviation, what the numbers represent, the level of cognition, and you really get to see how much how much work, even for simple learning objective, requires, and how that influences just a simple day in class. Another eye-opener was when we had to create our own learning objective. We had to create picking context standards again. That alone, figure out which grade we want to pick, which subject, and then from there making our learning objective. And I thought that was pretty hard, and it was again another eye opener about the number of planning, the amount of planning you have to do as a teacher.